Yeah, so yeah, Diana Taurus is my favorite player. So it's not got nothing to do with race, nothing on nothing. It's just they took her side, and it would have been the same difference had Satou Sabally went to the Indiana Fever. It would have. Dude, I know Satou's talent. It's no different than the Stewies. It's no different than the Asia. She just don't have her own team. Y'all remember Kevin Durant when he was with Russell Westbrook in Seattle? And then, I mean, not Seattle, but yeah, I think they was in Seattle maybe together a year. Yeah, because when Westbrook got drafted by the Sonics, he won Defensive Player of the Year in the Pac-10 or Pac-12 at UCLA, and I could have sworn he played 1 year too. I think him and Durant. I think Durant played two, and I think, well, I don't know. I just know they got moved eventually. But this is no different than KD and Westbrook when they was young. That's Enrique and Satou. Satou can bring the ball all the way up court, no problem. Satou can shot block, no problem. She don't do it consistently like she used to no more, but she can shot block, no problem. That's because they be playing out of position though, and then the team always be down and scoring, so she really can't focus on being her true self. But that's why I always been pushing for like a Aces, a Liberty, or I've been pushing for the top teams for her because she needs to be able to. Okay, you got the scoring, Stewie. Cool. I can score just as good as you too, but damn it, hey, if you need me, I'm here with that. But let me work on this because I'm also a point forward. Like Satou's full game has never been really unlocked. And in a weird way, it kind of won't really truly be unlocked now neither because Alyssa Thomas needs the ball just as much as Satou could have had the ball. So that really, this is like, if it was up to me, she would have went to the Liberty first. Even though you got Sabrina Ionescu, Sabrina won't dominate the ball 24/7. When you can play with Courtney Vandersloot, you can play off the ball as well. They played together in Oregon. I know that it can work just fine. But it's cool because if it don't work in Phoenix, Satou will probably be an unrestricted free agent, hopefully. And we're going to the New York Liberty. So I ain't worried about it. But by then, who knows the state of condition Stewie will be in. I'm not even trying to play with Sabrina Ionescu. I'm trying to put Satou where she belongs, with Stewie. Them two together is a cheat code. Because Satou already a cheat code. She got more range than Stewie. It was just literally a year or so ago when she had her first team selection. The girl literally was on par and on pace with stats equivalent to Breonna Stewart and Aja Wilson's. Dude, when Satou's healthy, she's just as good as any player in the entire league. Any player. I don't give a fuck what position, point guard, Caitlin Clark, you name them. I'm taking Satou, bro. Straight up. She's more versatile than Aja Wilson. Surround Satou with Chelsea Gray, Kelsey Plum, and Jackie Young and see what the fuck Satou do. I'm just saying, no disrespect to Aja, but I'm just saying. Surround Satou with Courtney Vandersloot, Jackie, with JJ, fucking Sabrina Ionescu, and all of them. Unselfish team first, but can get it done themselves type players. She's never ever, except overseas, and them teams don't even have all-stars majority. It just be her and the role players. So she's literally never be in positions to ever really just thrive. Even in 3-on-3, she's doing better now, but at the end of the day, it's still 3-on-3. That's not what we're going to watch when the season starts. It's 5-on-5. So she finally getting her real chance to play with actual all-stars, actual great players, actual people that care about winning as well as getting theirs, not just getting theirs. But it still don't really translate to really just carry over because it's 3-on-3. We play 5-on-5. And even the people that's on a Phantom aren't on her team. Brittany Griner just left the Phoenix Mercury. She should have stayed. That team would have won a championship had she not took this weak 1-year deal with the Atlanta Dream. That team is not going to win a championship. You should have stayed in Phoenix. It shouldn't even be a question, is Diana Taurasi coming back or is she leaving? That money should have went to Brittany Griner. You add BG with Alyssa Thomas, with Satou Sabally, with Kalia Copper. Hell, you could have got a motherfucker that worked at McDonald's to play point guard. That's a championship. That is a championship. You literally looking at them versus the Liberty. I can put BG literally on Stewie the entire game. I don't care what JJ got going. And that's a championship. AT on defense too. With Satou playing. She ain't even got to focus technically on the small force. She's just playing help defense. And she ain't chopped liver neither, even though she's changed her game over the years. She was better on defense when she first came in the league. Now she's more so on offense. Hopefully we can get back to that defense. But people, and another thing, y'all been talking about her missing games and all of that. Bro, when overseas pay you more, what's the rush to go back to the American League? When you know your team's a shit show, look at all the draft picks that don't stay on Dallas longer than 2 years and they first round draft picks. it's a shit show. Why rush to help a shit show? It's not even about the injuries. Half the time, y'all don't even see Satou looking hurt. You see her fall down one time in a game, and damn it, you'll never see her with no cast, no arm brace, with a limp, with no crutches. Nigga, you done seen AJ Wilson in a walking boot for crying out loud, and you know publicly that Breonna Stewart done tore her leg twice. And yet, nigga, dude, I be thinking Satou be mailing it in, honestly. And if I'm her, I do not blame her. What's the rush to play with the worst ball hog in the entire league? Are y'all serious? Dude, you got two things working against you while you trying to showcase your talent to the American League. You playing with the biggest ball hog in the WNBA. And then you're playing on the worst ran management also in the WNBA. Does that sound... Let me put this in job terminology. You got the biggest douche in the entire city. They labeled it, they listed it, they looked it up. This has been recorded on record. This is the worst coworker in the entire city you live in. Would you be in a rush to go to work? You got the worst coworker. They tested it. Every city in your state, they tested it. You got the worst coworker in the entire state. Would you be in a rush to go to work every day? Would you care that you late to work? You wouldn't give a damn, would you? At all. They tested this. Out of all the cities, all the states, you got the worst ran job. Would you be in a rush to go to work? Say it louder so the people can hear you. Thank you. And that's the state of the Dallas Wings. Y'all look at Satou like, oh, she's hurt. She's getting paid while she's hurt. You know that, right? So would you be in a rush to rush an injury to help a team that you know is a shit show, to help a team that you know is ran by the worst ball hawk in the league, the worst coworker to have in the entire sport? And then you're telling me, and then the worst ran organization as well. You know they ain't finna add you no real assets. The most you gave us was over 5 years of Satou solid career. Besides you getting rid of Alicia Gray, who became an all-star her first year when she left. You got rid of Marina Mayberry. The best thing you got us was Natasha Howard, and she didn't make an all-star team the entire time she was with Dallas. I don't even think she made her final years on the last team she got traded to, and she came from Seattle before that team. So, come on now, bro. You gave us a all-star who was out of their all-star state. I mean, she still played good numbers-wise, but she was no longer an all-star. And that's the best you gave me in 5 years besides getting rid of all the draft picks that we get. Like, even, what was her name? Stephanie Soares? Just took her, top 5 in the draft last year or some shit? They just got rid of her. They do this shit all the time, bro. Charlie Collier. What's that guard that became a coach? Everybody didn't think she was going to really thrive at first because they was like, oh, she's just a pretty face. She ended up becoming a coach like a year or two later. She was a guard, though. The Wings drafted her. Damn it, I cannot remember her name, bro. She was actually nice. And then they drafted her. She didn't even get to play a minute, if I ain't mistaken. Bro, they do this shit all the time. Lulu don't even play. She a first-round pick. Nigga, you got the worst ran organization, bro. Phoenix Mercury put they nuts on the table the minute they acquired you. Bro, they did a sign and trade for you and Alyssa Thomas in the same season. They let you know, bro, who they are from the door. From the door. They didn't just get you by cutting a check like anybody could have cut a check and talked you into it. They made moves to show you this is what this is going to look like in the future. Nigga, look at the asset they acquired before they got you. They went and got Khalil Copper. Before that, they went and got Skylar Dickens-Smith. Before that, they already had Diana Taurasi and Brittany Griner who won the ring together. Come on, bro. You're on your way. Even if this may or may not work out the way we hope, you're still on your way to something better than what it was in Dallas. You actually have a reason to look forward to playing a WNBA game the minute the season starts. And you ain't got to deal with all the backlash of the prejudiceness with the Fever fans. Them niggas are what they are. I don't care what nobody say. Nigga, I'm out.